Okay, what crazy flaw does this Frenchy girl have? If she is this dedicated, guy has been sentenced to be a hero. He's exiled by humanity, stuck in a state of endless death and resurrection over and over again, never to be able to rejoin society. Like, the heroes are seen as less than dirt. And this chick's like, don't worry, we're still getting married. I'm gonna get you pardoned. Don't worry. Like this chick standing by her man even to the end. There's gotta be something, and she's hot. There's gotta be something crazy bad about her. She's got some crazy flaw. I guess it probably could be either the fact that yes, she's super clingy, and that's why he doesn't like her. Or is that Xylo's just pushing her away because he knows that it's never going to happen? Like, she's still pursuing him, and he's like, no, look, you got to move on. That's why he's, like, trying to avoid her and everything like that. That could be it. I mean, Xylo could just be trying to be a good boy and just helping her kind of move on from him. But still, this girl is... I guess you could probably say either way, she is definitely clingy. This chick's like, I'm still with you. I'm still coming after you. It seems like she's definitely involved in something very important, getting with the Night Gaunts and doing this whole like research to find this Spriggan that's in the town. So it does seem like she's probably with the temple. I mean, she got like a whole, nun outfit going on there. But either way, episode 7 of Sentenced to be a Hero, pretty solid episode. A lot of funny moments with Tiretta. I always enjoy the fun moments with Tiretta. And yes, another little moment with Kivia. They kind of imply the fact that she was snooping in on the conversation because she was jealous. She was like, we'll get a better excuse next time. So there was a little bit of a little cat fight glare going on between the two of them. Get away from my man. Get away from my man. But yeah, like that little moment with them in the marketplace. And he's like, that looks really good. You got a good choice of a disguise there. I never expected you to dress up like a man. She looked good. Kivia looked good. But anyways, yes, we got the introduction of Jace as well. But yeah, kind of an interesting episode, getting into the idea of, once again, the whole aspect of the demon lords themselves and those with the blight, infiltrating mankind. And yes, even introducing the idea of them actually becoming human, or at least looking like human, which wasn't really a shock to me. I don't think really that's a shock to really anybody just because of the one that was in the mine shaft. The one that was in the mine shaft literally looked like a human, and it even spoke. So it's not too far of a stretch to think that. And again, goes to my original theory, the idea of a lot of these demon lords just being basically goddesses that became corrupt and turned into something. And it's just that they're all kind of awakening at the same time, and some of them are good and helping mankind, and some of them are bad and turn into demon blight. But either way, let's get into the episode proper. Opening up the episode with, yes, Tiretta getting her head pat. We're still getting more head pats. I'm super happy for Tiretta finally getting that. But yeah, she ends up sharing it with Xylo. Here, you get to share the glory. He's like, gosh darn it, stop it. But yes, we have the appearance of Kivia at this point. She mentioned the fact that they are joining the, not joining, but they are allotted to, or at least borrowed by, the 13th Order of Holy Knights, which I guess at this point you might as well. They're literally working alongside each other all the time. Why not? They have to accept the orders from the order. You might as well have them actually be given to the order. But either way, yes, they're joining them. Apparently they're getting a vacation to stay in the town where they have to push out a group of heretics that are pushed out from the temple, and they don't like the new goddess, which I would assume is probably Tiretta. So it implies the fact that there is a group that is not too happy about them accepting Tiretta, which is kind of odd to me. I would assume that, yes, with most of these individuals that are currently working with the goddesses, those that are, knights of the goddesses, maybe potentially a lot of them are more siding with the people that are wanting to coexist with the blight, ? And they're seeing Tiretta as a threat, and so they want to get rid of her. Like, she's the only one that seemingly is doing a good job of getting rid of the demon lords, so those within the temple that want to side with the coexisting don't like Tiretta. And with this particular case, you have a lot of heretics that don't like her and are revolting. It's the question mark really is, why was there a group that is expelled from the temple that don't like Tiretta specifically? That's the question mark. Why her specifically? Again, I can only assume it's because she's the only one doing a good job of fighting against the blight. But anyways, yes, apparently what they're doing currently is doing a good job. So they're liking Xylo. They're still arguing over what they're going to do with Tiretta, but they're kind of liking what they're doing so far. Again, besides those that want to coexist. But yes, that's when we get the appearance of Jace. We finally get to meet Jace, the Dragoon, who apparently the reason why he's a hero is because he did an uprising at some point, and because the fact that, yes, he was part of a powerful family and that a lot of dragons liked him, it took him forever to actually take him down. Which we get to see later on. Neely is pretty damn OP. This dragon is pretty powerful. Now, that's to the, case of dragons. I like the idea of, to fantasy, dragons are really powerful. But it does also imply later on that Neely is a very needy dragon. I was surprised they didn't call him Needy instead of Neely. But this sister, they call him sister. Thanks, big sis, or at least Sva said that. Thanks, big sis. This dragon's pretty powerful. But yes, apparently the two of them had a little bet. I kind of wonder about this. I do kind of see Xylo as being sort of a passive person. Like he's not a people pleaser, but he's sort of I don't want to push against something just because I don't want to be bothered by it. So like with Norgal, whenever Norgal's saying, hey, my subordinates, hey, my people, rise up. We were going to take down this thing. He'll go along with it. Yes, king. Like he's just, yes, majesty, whatever. Like if that's what Norgal wants, I'll give that to Norgal. I don't think he's my majesty, but I'm going to say that just because he wants that. And I think that's the same came with Jace. Like they have this little bet on seeing who can take down the most demon lords. And he's like, yeah, I heard that you took out 3 of them, but you didn't do it yourself. Norgal did one of them and Dota probably did the other one. So you probably only took down 1. I took down 2. Okay, here you go. Like Xylo doesn't even argue with it. Like, yes, Dota technically did bring him the explosive device at the end of the first one they fought, so you could probably say that's part of it. But I mean, without Xylo present, Dota would never be able to pull that off. And then yes, with the second one, Norgal technically did do a pretty significant blow on it, and also Xylo used the device that Norgal did create. So you could say again there, but again, because Xylo was there to do that, it was able to be taken down. And the last one, yes, technically that was definitely a lot to do with Xylo and the idea that he, busted out this massive holy blade and took out the thing. But again, I think that Xylo is just the type of person that just kind of whatever. If that makes you happy, you can go ahead and say that. I did like little arguments between Jace and Tereta though. Oh, it's the little one that you're kind of stuck with. You're stuck babysitting this thing. This little thing is protecting you. She's like, how dare you? Xylo's like, don't bother. Don't bother getting mad at him. It's not going to... Again, Xylo's all about just let it go. Whatever. You're not going to change Jace's mind. Just go along with it. It was funny because even Tereta kind of points it out in the idea that all these individuals that are, heroes, they're all eccentric and weird in some way. They all have like something they're kind of stuck on. Venetum's kind of like, stuck on this whole thing about, the demon blight people that are inside the temple, and he just kind of does whatever he can to kind of survive while telling his little lies. Dota just can't help but stealing things. Like he's just like, again, it's sticky fingers to the maximum. He just has to steal things. It's like innate in his blood. He has to do this thing. He's like a dog that has to bark every now and then, otherwise he'll die. Jace is over here. He's just like, I have to win, and I have to prove that Neely is the greatest, and Neely is everything to me. And Norgal is like obsessed with being the majesty, and that's what he always is. Savs can't help but kill people constantly. They're all weird. And again, Xylo just goes along with it. He's just a little grump man that just kind of goes along with it just to kind of keep things moving. Anyways, yes, that's when Venetum shows up and Xylo gets mad at him for, bringing in the cavalry, in which point we go to meet Frenchy, which again, my gosh, this chick... Xylo, what is wrong with you? Xylo, what is wrong with you? Accept this like 100%. Again, my assumption is that he's trying to help her move on. Like, people that are heroes cannot get married. It's just straight up is what he's saying. But again, Frenchy's like, no, my oath has been made. I'm going to stick to it. I kind of wonder if she actually really does like Xylo, or if it's just an aspect of she takes her oath seriously. Like, I did this oath to you. I'm going to marry you. Oh, you became a hero. I don't care. That oath, I keep to it. I don't know. It could be potentially that. Again, wanting to move on and oath. But yeah, she's hot. She's hot. Love her design. But yeah, she's apparently talking down to him. You're like less than a fly. You need to be acting more befitting of a future member of the Masterbolt family. You've upgraded or downgraded from fly to a caterpillar or something like that. Anyways, yeah, she was interesting. But yeah, she mentioned the fact that she's supposed to be, doing this oath, and freaking Tenra the entire time is getting jealous. Who are you to my Xylo? This is my knight. He's destined to be with me forever, at my side, basking in my glory. Tereta's got that little bit of a jealousy in her. Definitely a little jealousy there. We got Xylo's already getting a harem. I just realized, yes, we do have official harem territory for Xylo. He's got Tereta at his side that's constantly jealous of everything. He's more of a daughteroo, but... And then you have Kiwi over here. She's super jealous of Frenchy, and Frenchy's like, don't be looking at my man. Get away from my man. But yes, anyways, back to the story. Frenchy apparently brings up the fact that they're there investigating, trying to find a demon blight. Her people, or the Night Gaunts, they've disappeared, and so she's looking for this Spriggan, which is apparently, to her theory, disguising itself as a human. Interesting that Xylo immediately picks up the idea that this is not unknown of. Like, they're used to the idea of there being demon lords that disguise themselves as humans. It's a rare trait or ability for them, but they can do it. Which I would imagine that's probably why there's so many that are actually wanting to coexist with a demon blight. If somebody sees a demon lord and they are looking like a human, more likely they're going to want to, work towards coexistence. They're us. They just look differently, kind of thing. I can see that. And again, we technically had in the mining shaft one that looked pretty close to one that was actually speaking, so it's not too much of a shock here. It's kind of interesting because I seem to remember that there was a little bit of a shock in the idea that the one in the mine shaft was actually speaking. Unless that was just Tereta that was kind of shocked for a brief moment, which again went to my theory, the idea that her realizing that they are potentially goddesses. But yes, they go to the marketplace. Tereta wants a keepsake. Look at all, there's like a bracelet that's the cost of a house. No, get something else. Here's a dagger. This is cool. Keep it to your side. Eventually going to a back alley and, yes, getting attacked by Shiji Bao, which is an individual that has a silk compound that allows them to, I don't know, like it's some weird like Full Metal Alchemist thing. Like the metals from their gauntlets able to kind of spring out and attack people, which is kind of cool. But yes, hurt solved. And eventually, yes, we have the appearance of what we find out later on, or at least speculate later on, is the Demon Lord Spriggan, which they call Boojum. Boojum appears... I kind of had a hint at the idea that it was going to be the Demon Lord just because of the fact that it seems like he constantly talks as if he's learning things. Oh, this, don't talk too much. Oh, I'm learning so much from you. I'm learning so much from you today. I'm learning this. I'm learning this. He keeps mentioning this idea that he's observing things and he's learning things. So he's kind of hinting at the idea of learning like social norms that humans are kind of just, we know this already. Common sense kind of stuff. So I kind of had an assumption that that might be him. And then, yes, later on, having the fact that his arms are literally like springing out like he's made of elastic or something like that. And eventually getting torched by Neely, and he's still kind of moving around and talking about how he needs more blood or whatever. I'm like, okay, yeah, that definitely. But I think really the confirmation was at the point which Tereta was saying, can I summon down some swords for you? And he's like, no, I know that hurts you to harm humans. And she said something's off. And I'm like, okay, yeah, definitely right there. If she's even suggesting the idea of bringing down weapons and she's saying something's off, it's got to be the fact that somebody here, or at least, and potentially all of them, could be blight in some way. My thought process was more like at least the fact that these individuals are consuming something of demon blight and it is taking over their body. It's infesting their body, which they've kind of hinted at before. It's infesting their body and thus allowing her to potentially be able to attack them. They are still part human, but it might allow her to be able to at least help them out. But yeah, this guy was a little bit interesting. I don't know if Xylo was being truthful or not. Like, he's like, wow, you're really good. Yeah, are you part of a circus crew? No, are you? You seem like you are. Oh, yeah, I joined one for 3 years. Xylo, did you really join a circus crew for 3 years? The way that he responded to the guy accepting that, it kind of made me believe that Xylo was saying that like BSing and the guy took it for truth. And then Xylo was like, okay, he actually thought that I was telling the truth. I don't know. Either way, it was an interesting little conversation. But yeah, having that lady like constantly saying, stop talking too much, stop telling them too much stuff, don't tell them my name, kind of made me believe that she was, again, part of this group that's wanting to coexist, and they're just working alongside this demon lord in there. Now, there could be a chance that, like, Shiji and all of them don't know that he's actually the demon lord. But either way, if there are these people that are wanting to coexist, they probably would rather that. They probably would love to work alongside a demon lord. But anyways, yes, Jace eventually shows up, nukes the whole place. I like the fact that immediately when he drops, he's like, we finally came to this place like you wanted. You better all thank Neely. Silas like, thank you, Neely. So I was like, thank you, big sis Neely. It's so dorky. Like, they all have to play into it. And they're not thanking Jace. They're just thanking Neely. But yeah, overall, pretty decent episode. A lot of little fun moments with Tereta and this new introduction of a new best waifu, which is Frenchy. She's definitely going to go up in my list of best waifus of the season, just because of her dedication. But anyways, that's my thoughts on episode 7 of Sentenced to Be a Hero. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, hit the like button down below. If you like this content and you want to support the channel more, become a member. Until next time, you'll take care.